All right, that looks good on my end. Whoops. Yeah, it's just one sec. I'm trying to figure out one more thing.
Yep.
I hate how we had such a small slate yesterday, and then they just throw this crap on us, and it's
Dude, I
massive.
know. And I arguably liked more games yesterday than I do today. Or actually strongly liked.
There's just too much going on.
I know. There's so many system plays, but they're God, I just don't know. It's
Right.
the team that I want to play against, Wisconsin has lost 3 in a row. So it's do I really want to play Rutgers +3 and
Right.
basically say Wisconsin's going to lose their 4th in a row? Not really.
I'm trying to do one more thing here. You know what? I'm just going to stay off that. Okay. Yeah, welcome to anyone listening. This is kind of just going to be me and Ethan picking each other's brains. We have way too many games going on today. College basketball, I believe. I don't know. There's over 100 college basketball games today. NBA, I believe, has like 7 or 8 NBA games, and then a full slate of NHL as well. So a lot going on. Way too much to go to bet every single game. Way too much to play all our leans. I am trying to keep track of my leans, and I know you do as well. And it's just funny how leans work sometimes. Yesterday I had 3 leans. Of course, the one I do actually put money on loses. It's just how it works. It's a pain in the ass. But I have 16 college basketball leans, and I have designated 5 units that I could use today in college basketball. Obviously, you can't bet all 16 with that. And honestly, the more I'm looking at these 16 games, the more I dislike them. So, yeah, I don't know. I think we should figure out a couple games that me and you really agree on, and then just kind of, at least that's my thought process. How about you?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I'll touch on the leans. I've been pretty emotional, if you will, on Twitter about the leans going against me here the last month or so. Yeah, 5-minute wager show this week, the hockey show with Ben and I. I went 5-1. I'm currently 0-1 in hockey on the week. I did bet the one loser, so yeah, it's like you said, it's funny how that works. It just feels like the ones you bet, you lose. The ones you don't bet, win. Um, Obviously, nothing really to that, but just seems to be how it goes. But yeah, like you said, I have way too many leans today. I like your idea of trying to find some common ground here, and then the way I kind of plan to approach it is just see how my leans do in the early games. If they're winning, I might start playing them later. If they're losing, maybe stay off. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that. And I hate this. We talked about it, I think, last week, where usually this was a thing we did in college football, where you kind of attack the noon slate, and then from how much you went up or how much you went down determines how much you used at the 3:30 slate, and then how much you use then at the 7:30, 10 p.m. slate. And again, I've talked about the advantages and disadvantages of that. I found more disadvantages because say you went up 2 units, then in my head I thought I had 2 units to play, like 2 free units to play with. And at the end of the day, you're like, if you had a great day betting, but like a great noon slate betting, and then you just do way more than you're supposed to at the 3:30 slate, I just found myself down or just like right at even. So I kind of want to do that today though, just because there's so many games, and I kind of want to have some action in a couple of them. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So um, you want to try to start out with college basketball, try to attack the college basketball.
Yeah. Yeah. And,
Okay.
I'll just say we talked right before we got on. We've both dug through college basketball for the most part. We've looked a little NBA, and neither of us have dug into the NHL yet. So NHL will be kind of a fresh dive in for both of us. But yeah, let's start with this massive college basketball slate. See if we can find anything that we can make an official play.
Yeah, so I'm thinking we start from the time that these games are being played. I'm seeing quite a bit of games at noon, so let's just start there.
Yep.
We talked about it. I think the biggest noon game, there's a couple of them. I think the biggest one is that Wisconsin-Rutgers game. Wisconsin, number 11, I believe 3 straight losses. Is that correct?
Yep.
3 straight losses for Wisconsin. I see Rutgers has 2 straight road wins, which is pretty impressive in the Big Ten. I'm seeing the line. Hold on, wrong page of notes here. I'm seeing that this line opened at 5.5 in favor of Wisconsin, down to 3.5. And I'm seeing again these splits are a little bit different, but I'm seeing 15% of the bets on Rutgers on DraftKings. I'm seeing 21% of the bets on Action. I'm seeing 43% of the bets on Pickett on Rutgers. So, in my opinion of that, it's that Wisconsin's a public play, the line's moving down. So my initial lean is Rutgers on that game. But I know we did talk about that, and it could be a stay away game because again, Rutgers 2 straight road wins, Wisconsin 3 straight losses. It's just a weird dynamic kind of for both teams. But again, my gut lean is Rutgers at home on the spread. How about you?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just pulling up another
No, you're
site
good.
here to see where money's at. That's interesting. I didn't know they opened up as 5.5-point favorites. That makes me love Rutgers. All the
Yeah.
money's coming in, and that's down to 3.
Is it 3 now?
3.5 somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I saw
I'm
3.5.
I'm not looking on sports books. I'm looking on
Okay.
CBS Sports app just to have everything
Yeah,
uniform.
let me
but
see on DraftKings real quick. Yeah,
yeah,
they're at 3 on
3.
DraftKings now.
Give me
And
Rutgers,
DraftKings
man.
again, I don't understand the percentages. I don't know. Like I think I'm reading sometimes a little bit too much into the betting splits, but yeah, DraftKings now has 16% now in Rutgers, and the line keeps going in Rutgers' favor by 2.5 points now.
It's got to be Rutgers.
Yeah, I mean
It's
I
a tough
completely
travel
agree. It's
spot.
just
I just wish Wisconsin would have beat Michigan.
yeah.
Or doesn't have to be Michigan, but the last team they played.
And
It's just
Wisconsin's
hard.
in no way a must-win territory. I mean, they're number 6 in the country. They're obviously going to drop after that loss to Michigan and the loss to Purdue. But I mean, they gotta turn around a little bit, right? So I don't know. Oh, I'm seeing it. So this line's deviating right now. It's 3.5 again right now. So I think it's right on that 3.5 range. I don't know. I think Rutgers is the play. To be
I'm gonna
honest,
take
man.
it. I'm gonna take it.
Okay,
I'm gonna go find.
Rutgers.
I got shop here quick. We can
Yeah.
talk while I shop, but
No, you're good. I only have my book available now because my Ducks freaking bet last night did not hit.
oh yeah,
Let's see what I have on the bookie. Probably shit odds.
and we're gonna use this as a learning experiment here. If a good team is looking to lose like 3 or 4 in a row, maybe we hang off if Wisconsin just blows the doors off of them.
Yeah, my book has +3 -105.
Okay.
I might wait a little bit on that, trying to get a 3.5 because I mean I can't go down anymore, right? Or could it?
I don't think it would.
I don't know. I might wait like 5
It
minutes to see if
honestly,
anything changes.
yeah, I might wait. I doubt it gets lower than 3. And if it does, then that's just tells me even more.
Yeah, if it gets lower, then I think we absolutely hammer that. Okay, so that's good. We got ourselves a fairly good lean there. As gross as that game is, and again, if you follow, especially me, I know you do it a little bit as well. But the ugly play, I mean, it's ugly for a reason usually, and yeah, I just wish I could have a bet that just looks good, feels good, and then it makes me also think it's a winner. But that just doesn't happen in the world of sports betting. Okay, so
You
Wisconsin,
had it last
Rutgers.
night, and you just didn't play it.
Yeah, I did have it last night.
Sacramento.
Honestly, I got thrown off because I saw everyone on who was it? The Kings.
Yeah.
God. Thankfully I didn't bet that Nevada game as well in college basketball because that ending was nuts. So
Yeah. I was on them.
did you have a 2 or 2.5?
I took them Thursday night. I got their money line at -114. So
Oh, nice.
got ahead of the
Nice.
move.
Nice. Okay, so let's keep going on that 12. I potentially another sharp play. I'm probably not going to get there because the board is too good to be betting on shit teams, but Georgetown is hosting UConn. I'm seeing UConn is right around a 16 and a half point favorite. UConn does struggle with large spreads, at least from my betting experience when I've taken them on large spreads. They have not won. But I am seeing Georgetown this open at 17 and a half. I'm seeing it's down to 16 or 16 and a half. I'm seeing Georgetown on action is 31% of the bets. On Pickett is 28% of the bets. And on DraftKings is 19% of the bets. Lions going down around a whole point in favor of Georgetown. Again, it could be a stay away game just because there's much better games to bet on than a 17-point Big East game spread. But I do think Georgetown potentially holds some sharp value. Did you at all get a chance to look at that? I also suck at the Big East, so I have not been seeing the Big East well. But have you looked at that one at all?
Yeah, I've been doing pretty well in the Big East. For me, it's a complete stay away.
Okay. That's
I
kind of
would
what I was
honestly,
leaning. Yeah.
I'd honestly lean UConn. But I mean, they have back-to-back road games against the two weakest opponents in the Big East, Georgetown and then DePaul. And then they have Marquette and Creighton. So I don't know. I just don't know what UConn's effort is going to be if they're going to, kind of play it safe this game and against DePaul, or maybe they just play it safer. I don't know. I can't get a read. Also, Georgetown at UConn only lost by 13 previously, so now at home they're 16-point dogs. Just kind of a fishy line. Yeah, that's a stay away for me. We're
Okay.
having audio issues.
No, it just looks really laggy on my end.
Okay.
On the stream. I don't know why my computer's such a fucking piece of shit.
Would it help to back out, restart, jump back?